Dr. Jason Schumard. I'm here to talk to you a little bit about a specific condition that many people that we work with in our office is dealing with, and that's type 2 diabetes. And I can't tell you how often I hear individuals come to my office and they've just been misinformed. They've been told information that is not really what's really going on in their specific body. You know, I always talk to individuals in our office that are dealing with a diabetic condition, and to help them understand whatever is going on in their specific body is going to be unique to them. But for many people who are dealing with this condition, they're being told to do the same thing over and over again, just like everyone else is being told. So essentially, they're all being told to do the same protocols, right? They're all being told to take a specific medication, increase the medication, add on another medication, whatever that might be in your path where you are dealing with type 2 diabetes right now. They're also being told to change their diets. They're also being told to exercise and to lose weight. Well, today, the focus of today's video is going to be debunking a lot of that information that you've been told, and hopefully we'll start to bring the light on, if you will, or make you start to think outside the box than what you're currently doing to move you towards reversing your diabetes, like we've done with so many patients in our practice over the years. I've been in practice now for just over 17 years at this point. So what I want to focus on today is that many people believe or have been told that if they just change their diets, if they lose weight, and if they exercise more often, that's going to help them reverse their diabetes. Because what they're being told is then that their diet, weight, and exercise, or lack of exercise, that they haven't been doing for what's caused their diabetic condition. Well, is that true? So we have to understand something before we talk about that. And what that is cause equals effect. So what does that mean? Cause equals effect. So that means that if you go home, you've been diagnosed with diabetes, you go home and you start implementing a new diet. You're cutting sugars down, cutting carbohydrates down. You're eating more appropriate. You're eating more vegetables, eating more protein, eating more good fats, doing the right things. You start losing weight. So let's say you lose 10 pounds, 15 pounds, 20 pounds, and you're doing that because you're exercising. If your cause was due to your diet, weight, and exercise, that means if you do all this stuff, your diabetes goes away. Now, what does that mean your diabetes goes away? That means you have normal blood sugars, you have a normal hemoglobin A1C, and you're off medications. But for most individuals, that's not the case. Of course, maybe there's a small percentage that this may be their cause, and when they make those changes, they're going to see the results and they're going to get off their medications and become non-diabetic. But for most individuals that I work with, they've already done this and they're still experiencing the problem, still full-blown have diabetes, and many of them are even already taking insulin. So in that specific scenario, their cause and effect, this was not their cause, which means they did not reverse their diabetes. That's essentially what that cause and effect means. So if somebody has already been doing this, they've already changed their diets, they're exercising, they've lost some weight, and they still have diabetes, that must mean something else is going on inside the body. Now, let me take a step back here, because I know some of you are probably saying, this is crazy. I know that diet, lack of exercise, and weight can cause diabetes. Well, that may or may not be true in your specific case. Now, I will go to battle and fight tooth and nail to say that can these things, diet, weight, and exercise, contribute to diabetes? Absolutely. Now, let me give you an example. Because reality is all these things, what they boil down to is poor lifestyle. That's what it boils down to. If you have a poor lifestyle and you've been living a poor lifestyle for many, many, many years, well, that poor lifestyle is going to start to break things down inside your body, starts to create issues inside your body, and the physiology is not going to work appropriately. Just like if you had a car that wasn't working properly, Something broke down in the engine, you got to take it to your mechanic to figure out what it is. So now if whatever is broken down in my body due to this poor lifestyle, just because I change my lifestyle doesn't mean that's going to be fixed. And let me give you an analogy that I often give in the practice. Let's say you're driving your car down a dirt road. Every single day you have to drive down this dirt road. Now on the dirt road, there's rocks, there's bumps in the road, unevenness. It's basically your car is doing this. Over time, driving to and from work on that dirt road, over time the alignments on the car is going to go bad. Now, if we take the same car that has the bad alignments and now we pave that road, if you pave that road and you start driving your car down that road, is that paved road going to fix the alignment? Of course it's not. The alignment's still going to be an issue until you take it to someone who can mechanically adjust the alignment and get it back into a suitable functioning car. So it's no different with your diets, right? If you have a poor diet, you have some additional weight and you're not exercising. Well, over time, living that lifestyle is going to cause some areas in my body to break down, some organs to break down, some systems to break down. Now, if I take a step back because now I have diabetes and I say, I'm making a change, and I start eating healthier, I start exercising, and I've lost some weight. Well, are those things going to fix the problems that were contributed by the poor lifestyle? No, those problems are still going to be there. And this is why many type 2 diabetics, they do this. They start eating properly, they start doing the right things, but then next thing you know, their diabetes is not getting any better. They still have elevated blood sugars, their A1C is off the charts, they're taking more and more medications trying to manage their diabetes and blood sugar, but they're not contributing to the cause. So if you're doing this right now, you are eating properly, you're doing the best you can, you're exercising, you lost some weight, and you still have diabetes, it's likely whatever the cause of your diabetes is still there. Because you can eat better, you can lose weight, and you can exercise, and it will lower your blood sugars. It will manage your blood sugars. But remember, if you watch some of my other videos, blood sugars is only a symptom of the disease. So if you're only focusing on trying to reduce the symptoms, it's no different than taking, medication for your blood pressure or for your cholesterol levels. It's not fixing or creating a solution. It's just managing it and making it look good on paper. But if you truly want to find the cause, you have to investigate. You have to do comprehensive analysis. You have to go through a discovery process that I guarantee you have never done before. Right now, when you go get evaluated by your primary care physician, endocrinologist, whoever's managing your case, they're doing a fantastic job by helping you manage your condition. But they're not going to help you reverse it. They're not going to find out what the cause of your diabetes is. Because in their mind, the focus is management. And if you're going to hear that a lot from your doctors. We're here to manage your condition, help you slow down the process, try to live a better quality of lifestyle. And you can do that and live somewhat of a lifestyle for the rest of your life, focusing on pharmaceuticals and focusing on symptoms. Or if you want to start thinking outside the box and go beyond that, you have to find out what's going on with the cause. And if you want to find out what's going on with the cause, you have to do a comprehensive evaluation. I call that my discovery process. In the discovery process, we oftentimes not only unravel what is causing your diabetes and potentially other symptoms you're experiencing, but many times we're going to find what I refer to as blind spots. These are areas that are going on inside your body that you're not even aware of. Maybe you're not even having symptoms yet, and maybe they're promoting symptoms that are going to happen in the future that we can handle and take care of before they ever become an issue. So you really have two choices, and hopefully this is kind of getting you thinking a little more, getting that brain thinking like, oh my gosh, there could be potentially other options that I can do. Your first option is you can live what the most common recommendation is for diabetics, right? Change your diet, exercise, and lose weight. Now, of course, these things are valuable. These things are really important but shouldn't we all have a good diet, exercise, and be keeping a good weight? This is no specificity to diabetes. It's what we should all be doing as human beings. So you can do this and take your medications and follow the traditional recommendations and hope and pray that it's going to be the best thing for you. But if, like a lot of the individuals that I see in my practice who have spent years trying this and it's not helping, they eventually get frustrated and they're looking for another option. And when we take them down that path to really find out what's causing their diabetes, I mean, you should see what's really going on in individuals that are dealing with this condition. Way more problems, way more concerns that you're aware of, and it's just because you're not being evaluated comprehensively. So hopefully today started to give you some new way of thinking about your diabetic condition. Hopefully it starts to motivate you to start taking action in a different capacity that's going to help you drive you down the road to health, getting yourself back to a healthy environment. We all have the ability to heal. Our bodies were meant and built to heal on its own. But for many individuals suffering with chronic degenerative diseases like diabetes, their body can no longer heal them anymore. It's sick, it's out of function, it's out of alignment like that car I just gave you. We have to figure out how we can put it back in alignment, how we can put it back in function so that you can live the quality of life and reverse your diabetes, reduce and eliminate medications, reduce the risk of future complications, lose weight naturally, and live the quality of life that you deserve to live, like we see with all of our patients that we help here